Greetings everyone, I'm Sami from Snowdale Design, and this is the unboxing video for Dawn of Peacemakers. This is the first copy out of the printers, and here's the separate miniature pack. The game here has all of these miniatures inside it, so this is for the people who want just the miniatures. We won't be looking at this today, so let's start the unboxing by taking off the shrink wrap, shall we? So let's try and get rid of the shrink wrap. So here's the box front and sides. Here's the top, and finally we have the back here. But you're not here to look at the back of the box. You're here to look what's inside. So let's take the lid off. You're first greeted with this welcoming letter that instructs you not to open everything that's inside the box and assemble the frontline spinners and the campaign deck and so forth. On the other side there's some backstory of the world. We have a leaflet for Dawn of Merchants, and then we have campaign log that you use during your playthrough of the campaign to keep track of the game end state and stuff like that. Then we have the campaign booklet. It's pretty thick, over 60 pages. I won't be showing you too much of this as it has spoilers for the story. Here's all the contents of the game and so forth. Here's the first scenario. Then we have the Skirmish Booklet. It has the rules for playing the skirmish 1v1. Index booklet has all the rules of the game in alphabetical order. If you need to reference them, you might have forgotten some rules during your playthrough. Then we have the 4 letters for the adventures, which you get to open before the first scenario, based on which adventure you pick. Then we have 2 punch boards with terrain hexes and frontline signs. I can show them assembled in just a minute. Then we have one big envelope that you're not supposed to open just yet. Then we get to the insert, and as you can see, the game board fits nicely in there. It has 2 sides. First we have the jungle side, and then we have the desert side on the other side of the game board. It has places for the resource discard pile and resource deck, and it has a compass so you can align everything correctly when building the scenarios. Then we have the insert, which has nice spots for everything. Here's the sideboards nicely snugged in there. You get 2, one for the campaign side, and the other side is used for the skirmish. So what's next? So we have the miniatures in one back here. We can take a closer look at them in a minute. Then we have another back which has the damage tokens and fortification cubes and the 3 glass beads. We have 4 adventures. Each of them has a nice own space in the insert. I can show them with the other miniatures in a moment. Here's the custom bases for the miniatures. Let's take a look at those with the miniatures. Then we have over 400 cards separated in multiple decks. Here's the campaign deck that you're instructed to open both of these and put them on top of each other in this spot in the insert. Then we have multiple decks that have locks on them that you're not supposed to open just yet. These two decks you can open. They have the resource cards and ploy and task cards and everything you need to begin the campaign. Then we have the custom D12, a few plastic connectors for the frontline signs, and one additional box that you're also not supposed to open just yet. I can next show you some of the components from a closer point of view. Here we have the close-up of some of the components, including the frontline signs and the miniatures and their custom bases. And as you can see, the custom bases can be easily snapped on and off of the miniatures based on the scenario setup, and with the large hole you can easily push them away from the miniature and swap whichever base should be on whichever miniature based on the scenario you're playing, and they easily snap on. These are used to indicate the direction the army is heading towards. Then we have the cards that are available from the start. Here's some of the reference cards, few unit cards, and then the resource cards that you get to use to do all your actions. Then we have the Red Army's task deck, Blue Army's task deck, and the ploy decks of the Ocelots and the Macaws. Together with a task card, the ploy cards form an order for the army. And then we can finally take one last look at the insert and place everything inside it. So there are spots for the miniatures. Then we can put the frontline signs here. Our cards go nicely in there, and here's the army cards. The sideboards go here, game board on top of everything, and finally our rule books and stuff like that on top, and the lid will close nicely.